Hello, this is Ashley. My husband and I own Vickers Pressure Wash. So I just want to do this video to kind of explain things that make us different than other companies. This is not our work. We're in Alabama right now picking up some equipment, and we noticed this when we were coming to buy our kids some shoes. And I want to do this video to kind of explain to you that all companies are not created equal. This was not done right. And this is definitely not our work. I want to make that very clear. But when you see all these lines and stripes, and it looks like a lot of things. It looks like, number one, someone was very lazy. It looks like someone didn't slow down, because you have to go slower. They're obviously using small equipment. And you see all these little lines that look like this. That means they had to slow down with their smaller equipment. And there's nothing against anyone with small equipment, but they just need to do it right. They need to use it right. So when someone is comparing apples to apples, like say that this shopping center wanted a quote and they reach out to us and a couple other companies, I would recommend that you go and look at previous work they have done, not just a photo off their website that they could have stolen from another company. And if somebody is more expensive, that might not matter, because I don't know what they paid for this, but to me it just would have been better to just leave it dirty, because it actually looks worse, in my opinion, the way it is. So you can tell this company was using small equipment. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with small equipment as long as it's done right. You can tell they were using a surface cleaner, a small surface cleaner. And it looks as though there was not enough power in the center. So it looked like it's heavy PSI on the outside, not enough cleaning power on the inside. So I'm going to guess they had like a real low quality surface cleaner or a very small pressure washer. So there's a lot of things that make companies different. With us, we use high gallons per minute. We don't go high in the PSI. Sometimes it depends, because you don't need to go too high in PSI, because you can cause damage by going too high. Also, we make sure that all of our equipment matches. So if you get a surface cleaner that's one size and then you have a pressure washer that's a different size, you have to make sure those line up. It does not look like that here. It's evident that they did not do that. So this is really just embarrassing. And when you're comparing companies and you're comparing quotes, I want you to know that everything that's on our website is our work. Most of the time when Noah does a job, I ask him to stand in the middle of the photo so that it's obvious that this was our work. And I also do that so that other companies don't try to steal the photos of our work. Not saying everybody would do that, just some people. And then we usually try to put our logos on all of our photos just to show that this is our work. But this right here is not my work. Just want to make that double clear. I did not do this. I would never do work like this. You should not see these kind of stripes. If somebody did this, you need to call them back. Like if you have had a bad experience and someone did work like this, I would call them back and say, you need to come fix this, or call us to come and try to make it look nice. When we wash, it does not look like this. We use the right tips, the right PSI, the right pressure, the right surface cleaner size, matching the right pressure washing size. This looks like this was maybe done with like a 2.5 to 4 gallon per minute. We're 16.5 to 20 gallons a minute. We use a 4-foot surface cleaner. So we come through here like one huge 4-foot strip, and it all is cleaned perfectly left to right. So I'm not being ugly. I'm just trying to tell you that it's really hard to compare apples to apples. And usually when we look at a pressure wash company, if we see a pressure wash company, we see their truck or trailer, we can immediately identify if they, we can identify a lot of things about them, because we can see the equipment they're using. And that still doesn't tell you everything, because you don't know, they might have decent equipment, but if they're walking too fast, like you see right here, then that's just a sign that they're being lazy, or they just don't know what they're doing. But I feel bad when someone spent any money on something that looks like this. So like I said, this video is not to be rude. It's just to tell you that we don't do work like this. You may find a cheaper quote from somebody else, but the type of equipment they use could be so vast. There's so many different ways someone can say, I pressure wash, We soft wash and pressure wash. But someone can come in here with like a little pressure washer that you buy at Home Depot for $350 and you hook it up to a water spigot. Then you could have someone come in with a 4 gallon a minute and a 20-inch surface cleaner, and they have a tank that has water feeding their pressure washer. Someone could come in with an 8 gallon a minute, a 10, a 12, whatever. Everybody's different. But the biggest thing is that they really need to do their homework, then make sure that the equipment matches each other, because you don't put an 8 gallon a minute with a 20-inch surface cleaner and not the right tips, it's going to make a mess. So this is stuff that we know. We are always learning. We're always buying better equipment. We don't do work like this. So I hope that you will give us a call, because we always try to do a good job. And I hope this video is just kind of helpful to teach you why it's hard to compare apples to apples. The biggest thing is, before you pick a company, please just ask to see some jobs that they have done, because like I said, sometimes people put photos on their website and they're not really their photos. They're somebody else's. So if you say, hey, I want to see the last 3 jobs you did or whatever, you can get a real quick idea of if they're good or not. Anyways, hope you have a great day, and we hope that you'll be a happy customer of ours. We always do our best job. Thank you so much and have a great day.